Okay, so here is my second video. I am going to be making the rainbow soap using the black tea fragrance. That is one of my all-time favorite fragrances. This particular soap has 10 colors in it with a white background, so this is quite the complicated one. So let's get started. I already have my oils in here, and I am going to be actually processing this at a cooler temperature range, right around 90 degrees, because I don't want this to move quickly. I want this to stay fluid for a while. That way I can put in all these colors and have it look pretty and not have it get thick too quickly on me, because that wouldn't be good. It would just be a hunk of mess if it did. And I just realized I didn't put my gloves on. Naughty me. I always want to wear gloves when working with the lye water, because I don't need to get burned. Not good. Okay, so going to quickly just mix it in by hand a little bit, so that you can just start this. And here is that stick blender. Get some air bubbles out, and here we go. A little loud. Ooh, it went flying. It's already turning that creamy color that we want as it saponifies. Chemical reaction of the oils mixing with the lye water. This process is what is the actual soap process. It's what's actually turning this into usable soap. People are so afraid of, oh, well, I don't want to use lye on my skin. Well, it's not actually lye, because the reaction of the lye mixing with the oils changes it into something completely different. And you go from having sodium hydroxide, which is lye, and when it reacts with the oils, it turns it into something completely new. There we go. That looks good. I think anything more and it's going to be too thick, especially since I haven't even put the fragrance in it yet. Now, I'm going to hand mix the fragrance into this, because even though I haven't really blended it for very long, it's already thickening up on me. And I'm actually doing this at a lower temperature than I normally do. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that it's moving so quickly. So I will do that. Put the fragrance in, and with a whisk, I'm just going to whisk this in. Incorporate the fragrance. Now this fragrance, it does not have vanilla in it, so it will not be turning a color. But if you notice, the fragrance itself looked like there was color to it. That actually won't show up in the final product. It's just because it is part of the fragrance, the tea. It's black tea. But you won't see it in the final product. And this is, again, one of my favorite fragrances. It doesn't even really smell like tea to me. It has a fresh, clean smell to it that I literally can just sit there and smell for hours on end and not get tired of. It is so good. Okay, now I'm gonna start pouring. I'm gonna have to rotate because I have a lot of colors to pour. Try to get these as even as possible since I have a lot of them. This is only the second time I've made this. And the first time around, I got really, really lucky and had it turn out good. Wow, I guess I'm not going to have a white background. This is just going to be a rainbow soap. Completely. I'm thinking I made too many colors for this one because I just ran out of batter. And I didn't even have very much color, so this is going to be very interesting. So this will look a little different than the first one did. The other one had a white background. This won't have a white background. This will just be a mix of all the colors. This is when it gets artistic, because this is when I just play it by ear. Let's see what I can create with this one. Well, it will still smell good. It should still be pretty. It'll just be more intense. Okay. Now, start mixing. I have one yellow, I have one bright orange, I have one bright pink, one red, one lighter purple, it's more like a lavender color, a dark purple, a dark blue, that's not dark enough, need a little bit more blue. I'm always afraid of going too dark and then having it suds up with a colored suds. Not that it can hurt you, it just might look a little wonky. Okay, dark blue, then a teal color. Green, and last but not least, black, because we always need a little black in there to really make the colors pop. You know what, I think I'm going to put a little bit more teal in too, just because I love the color teal. How about that? There we go. Give it a little bit more depth. Okay. Let's move this down. And now I need this. This is where it gets interesting. So many colors, I don't have room for them all. I need to figure out what order I want them to go into. Book goes right there because this has to go at an angle. So let's do blue, orange, purple, teal, pink, bright green, black, light purple, red, and yellow. That'll work. Let me make sure you're in the... Oh, yep, perfect. Okay. Now for the fun part. Need that because this gets messy. Here we go. This is one of those kinds that takes a little bit longer to do, but it's so worth it in the end. Because you have all these pretty colors. Definitely requires a steady hand though, let me tell you. And I've noticed the older I get, the less steady my hands are. Weird how that works. I'm just going to have to come up with a name for this. See? All about the steady hand, and I almost lost it there. Luckily I keep towels and paper towels nearby. It's starting to thicken. Don't know why the red always does that. There we go. So excited. I'm doing a craft fair this year, and I've never done that before. I can't wait to see how something like that turns out, and to see what else everyone else has. I remember as a kid we used to have them a lot, and then they kind of went away. They weren't so popular, at least out here in Southern California. Now they're making a comeback, it seems. Maybe I was just out of the loop, I don't know. But I'm excited nonetheless. Man, that's a lot of color. Okay. Hands down, one of the best things about making soap, besides knowing exactly what's in it, is that my kids like to take baths and showers now. Especially because they help me pick out different scents. I'm almost at the point where I'm going to have to not tilt this anymore because it's starting to run out of room. Oops, you know what? I think I just went out of order. Yep. Oh well. Color outside the lines, right? I'm definitely going to have to go down a notch like that. Lots of color, lots of color. Sorry I'm not talking more. I'm trying to concentrate on this. As I've gotten older, it's harder and harder to do more than one thing at a time. Ooh. Purdy. I'm going to start making one pass, I think, instead of two. Now that it's at the top. My goodness, it smells good. I know I say that about a lot of them though. Can't help it. Almost done. Come to the end of some of these. Big question is, what am I going to do with all of these stripes? Do I leave them alone? Do I do something on top? Do I do something all the way through? Questions, questions. Start on this side because the other side's kind of thick. My goodness. I'm just going to start doing this, I think. Actually, I need a spatula. Okay. I think we're finally coming to our end. Ugh, what a mess. Pretty fluid, if you ask me. Not that you did, but pretty fluid. You know, I'm almost thinking I might just leave it like this on the inside. Because I think it might be cool like that. Have all those lines of color. Kind of leave it looking like a tiger stripe in there, I'm thinking. For a change. And if I end up not liking it, I know not to do it again. You don't know until you try. My goodness, what a mess. Let's add some green. Whee! But I will do a squiggle on top. Because every bar of soap needs some kind of bling bling on top. Plus, I don't like wasting soap, so. I feel like I've just melted like a box of crayons. This is crazy. Crazy busy. Black. See how the black just makes it pop? It's crazy. I love black. Let's do light purple, then orange, then dark purple, and we are done. In fact, I'll put a little bit of titanium dioxide white on the top. Give it some white contrast. There's more orange than I realized. Bam. Quite the psychedelic of colors. Okay. Okay, there's that. Now I just need some white. And then we will decorate it. Got some titanium dioxide already mixed up. Okay, now watch this. I think I need more white. Definitely need more white. Squiggles, squiggles, squiggles. Don't want too much white because I don't have white in the rest of this. Just want a little bit of touches. Okay. Alright, I think that's about it. I don't want the colors to get too muddled, because muddled is not pretty. And that's that. So I will let this sit for probably about 2 days, because I had to make a loose formula in order for the colors to stay fluid for a long time. And then I will cut this and post this at the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I am excited to see how this one turned out, especially since I didn't plan on doing this without any white inside. So, let's spray this. Alright. Ah. There it is. My rainbow soap. Catch you in a couple days. Thanks. Bye.